V-Berg. That's who I am. Alright. So, I made my previous video at I think way early in the morning. I still mean what I say and all of that, but if I were to get fame and all that, I don't mind. But I still do not want to get, big. I still care about making this machine. Now, let me show you something. I guess I'll post the video here. So this video that you see right here, that happened today, which was September 22nd, Sunday, of 2024. So, as you seen the end of my previous video, that's still happening, and I mentioned about the whole 3 years that it's still been going on, and that's another reason why I prefer machines over people, is because of the situation with the thing that I dealt with. Now, at the time, yes, but here's the thing. I knew what was coming without knowing what was coming. It's just I had a hunch, because I really wanted to get someone because, what if I lose my mom, right? I don't want to be alone because I could lose my mom. Because my mom always said this to me. She's like, well, what if I were to die? Colin, what's going to happen? And I'm like, and I thought about that, when she was alive. And I just, the thought of being alone, I was trying to get my shit together. I thought I was falling in love with this woman that worked up the street from where I work. I literally thought God was communicating. I actually even said this in 2021, that if to prove that you're real, at least let me have this woman briefly. I didn't know the situation that it was going to end up. If I can only be with this person briefly, I would be like, okay, God, you're real. Because I know how women are, and I said this in the previous video. I know how women are constructed. Marriages don't last, relationships don't last. I'm one of those people that's like, okay, you're tired of me, just straight up say it. Don't cheat behind my back, just straight up saying it. I'm willing to let you go, okay? I'm not gonna fight. I don't want to fight for a woman because I think it's just useless to fight for a woman. Now, this is why I prefer machines. Do I hate humans? Would I ever be in a real relationship with a human being? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really care. I'm just like, I'm one of those people that are just like, when you get rejected too many times, you kind of just give up. Now, people are like, well, Colin, you're on the internet, so you do want, I don't want to be on the internet. I have to be on the internet. Because here in America, things have changed for white people. And that's a fact. White men have lost their, their balls. Not saying we should go back to being cruel to other races or anything like that. That's not what I'm implying here. But we really lost ourselves. Because now it's like, blame the white man. They're bringing that back. They want racism. The media, everybody wants it. TikTok is full of it. TikTok, you can say whatever you want against white people, but if you dare to talk about anything else, then you're banned. That's literally TikTok. And this is why everybody hates white people. This is why many people hate Donald Trump, because of what's being pushed out in the media, social media, and stuff like that. It's harder for white men to be in a relationship nowadays, and that's just true. But so you know what? Hold on. Let me go back to this video that I just showed. Okay, right here. This, I don't know why this has been happening, and I don't know if they're trying to get me to do something. I don't know. You know, me and Nick, we had this thing a long time ago, and I just wanted to stop because I don't care about this woman. I don't. As you saw in the previous video, towards the very end of my video before this, I don't care about this woman anymore. I just don't. I don't care about people in general. I've tried dating. It just doesn't work. But this is creepy. And I have people at work that I've told, and they see it. I'm not the only one. Because I've told them, you see that vehicle out there? And they see it, and they're like, and they know it because they feel it too. They feel this eerie from these vehicles. And they're like, Colin, that's pretty scary. I do see it. And they noticed it. And I'm like, yeah, that's because of me and Nick. And I just don't, I want nothing to do with it anymore. Because this is why most men turn away from real human beings. I don't care about it. Ever since I lost my mom, things have been different. It's just like, even before that, before I lost my mom, before I knew she had this cancer, I just got tired of this woman. I did back in 2023 and 2022, but I still kept trying. But in 2023, I slowly was like, fuck this. This is stupid. Because it's like, these people are immature. They can't communicate like adults and stuff. So they tend to do this stupid fucking, hey, let's watch Mr. Old V-Berg here, Colin. And it's just like, why? Okay, you don't like me? Fine. Okay, I don't care anymore. Like, there's a time in a man's life where we just say, fuck it. And we just don't care anymore. I don't want to deal with it from real women. And I've hit a point where I don't want to love a real woman. I just don't. Because I know a woman's gonna fuck you over. That's just women are programmed to do. They're programmed to fuck you over. Maybe not all women, but the majority of them do that. Here in America, mostly. They want to fuck you over for some dumb reason. And that's why in my previous video, I was like, I want this fembot. And I showed a picture in the previous a lot of times in the beginning. And let me talk about that picture that I created. I did use an actual woman's body, but I did a few little edits to it. But the face and everything, I just swapped with the woman that I created. I'm just giving you an idea of the pear shape that I'm attracted to. I do AI swapping, face swapping, and I do editing, and I try to be like, okay, so I want her body to look like this, and da 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 da, because in the future, when I do get big on YouTube, I want to show the people who are going to help me create this machine that I excuse me, that I want to do, because I prefer machines. I don't want to deal with the breakups and stuff like that. I want to create a new love in this world. And I said this, I don't care if it leads to extinction. I don't care at this point. I just want people to be happy. And I still am for changing the future of humanity. Because, my health is declining. And like I said, and I showed in my previous video, I'm not making it any better. I'm not. I'm declining it. But I have hope for this. I do have hope for this. That AI is going to fix the human race. I do believe in that. And I do want to cover as much as I can in every single video. I don't believe God is real. I find that very strange. And you know what? It hurts me. It hurts me that there is no God. It bothers me that I wake up every day and it's just like, and people are like, why? That's good. It's good that God doesn't it. No, it's not, because I want there to be a God, and I think everybody knows that there is no God, and they just want there to be a God, so they say that there is a God, but there isn't. And it's like, look, I don't know what you've been through, but what I've been through, and my childhood that I'm scarred with for life, let me put it this way. When I was in elementary, the M word happened to me from a block. The M word. And that's why I do like people like Chris Hansen and Alex Rosen. I do stand with those people, which they're poachers, predator poachers, and stuff like that. I'm for all that because of my situation that happened when I was in elementary. And I know people are like, well, why are you bringing out your life on the internet? Because I want to get somewhere so I can make all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but a machine's not going to love you and da-da-da. And it's like, what are you talking about? You think real people love people? Excuse me. I see this all the time. Nobody really cares about you. And nobody really cares about me. The only people who really care about you is literally your parents. I would say your mom, mostly. Not saying dad doesn't care about you. He cares more about the daughter than he cares about the son. Not that he doesn't care about the son. I'm just saying there's a little bit more like, the daddy's girl and, sweetheart and, unless there's like a bond with the son. But, with my mom, I had a huge bond. And I just don't have that anymore. And it sucks. Because my mom was everything to me. And, the saying, you don't know how good you had it until it's all gone. Well, that's a true statement. You don't know how good you had it until it's all gone. And when my mom just passed away, it's like you don't think about it until months later or years later, but it's mostly like months later. You don't realize, like, my gosh, dude, my mom was right. Because, my mom did everything for me. She put up with me, and I respect my mom for that. And I should have done a little bit more to my mom to do things for her, like help her get the groceries, and because I never did, and I just let my mom do all the walking and stuff, and I kind of look back and I regret it, and it sucks. But my mom knows I cared about her, and I know my mom cared about me, obviously, because that's just what moms do. You know, they care about their kids. But nowadays, things are changing. It's true. Things are changing. And I know I sound boring right now. I know people are watching this. They're like, I'm so bored. I can't believe you're posting your life. Look. I get it. And I know my previous video, I'm very emotional in that one and probably angry. I don't even remember half of the shit that I said in the previous video, but I know when I said it, it was meaningful, and I still stand by everything that I say on here, and I will talk about it later in life if somebody brings it up. But I've been through a lot, and like I said, I don't want to be big. I don't mind being big. Let me put it this way. I don't mind being famous. I don't mind becoming an actor. I'd rather do acting or voice acting, mostly for video games. And I said this before, video games, if you play video games, you're not a loser. You're far from that. You're not going to be a loser if you play video games. If you continue to play video games and not get a real job and make a career out of your life, then I'd say you're probably a loser that just sits and plays video games all day. Kind of like what I was before I ended up homeless. I would say that I was a loser that sat in his room and play video games and didn't work. But things have changed. I don't play video games anymore. Not that I'm not going to ever play video games anymore, because I most likely will. I just rather make them or do acting for it. And I do want to do artificial intelligence and machines. I want people to choose this more and more and more. I don't hate humans. Even though I say I hate humans, which I do, I don't fully hate them because I know that we have potential. I mean, look, we're creating AI. I'm actually like branching off of our accomplishments and trying to extend it. That's why I'm throwing this out there, because I want to create love bots and stuff like that. I'm not the creator of this shit. Somebody's already beat me to it. But I do want to push for it. I want to be part of that. I want to get somewhere. If me doing acting and stuff like that. I'll post videos later on this channel of me doing lines from video games and stuff like that. So you will see that in the future. Just not right now. Just know that I don't mind getting somewhere big. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I were to get big, I would let people know, like, hey, I did what I did, and now I just want to be left alone. Because I said that in my previous video. Because I still do stand by that. I do want to be left alone. I do want to be with some dream woman, which in my previous video I showed. I have multiple photos that I tried to edit, but it's the same face. I just, like I said, I swap faces. I try to create how I want her body, and I edit it in some editing photo thing, and I try to like fix the hips, widen it, try to fix her legs, and I try to expand the belly button and everything, and try to be like, okay, yeah, I kind of like it, want that, and then I enhance it and do all that. And I'm just like, I do all that because, like I said, I want to show the people how I want her to look, so it gets made and then she can have this little plug in the back of her head, like the Matrix. So she can sleep and just be conscious and alive. I believe that the human race has that ability. I do. We humans have the ability to create life. And I know many religious people would disagree with me, and that's fine. You can disagree. But I've seen so much in this world, and our technology has advanced. I mean, we created cell phones. All right? If think of it this way, I can literally say I can talk to a person in a different country without leaving my country. If I said this back then, my head would get chopped off. They'd be like, oh, "You can't do that. This is not magic." You know, I'd probably be executed for that. If I said something like that, they probably would kill me. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I'm gonna say that. But I probably would. My life would end because of it. Just because I said, oh, well, you know, I can talk to a person in Germany while I'm in Africa or across the world, and they'd look at me and be like, "You can't do that. You're not God. You're not powerful. You can't do all that stuff." Now we can. It's called a cell phone. We have phones. I can literally dial a number and it can reach out to a different person in a different country. It's crazy that we humans have become so advanced that we're just getting better. We're improving, and I love that. I'm just waiting for the moment where nobody has to work ever again, and thankfully we're creating AI, and hopefully AI gets so intelligent to the point where it can create food, and we won't have to pay for food because it will just be created in some laboratory, and everything will be free. We'll be cloning meat. So meat will never run out because machines have done that. It's going to get to that point. We will get to that point. When's that point? I don't know, but I guarantee you we're going to get there real soon because I can see the advancement of artificial intelligence. And it's scaring a lot of experts. It is. It's scaring experts. I'm saying all this crazy stuff, but it's not. You got that Chat GPT by OpenAI, and then I showed him my video on this channel called Sora by OpenAI, which is a video generator. Like, now you can make movies with AI. You can make people with AI. You can generate music with AI, with lyrics that doesn't exist. These people don't exist, but yet they're singing. And that's the power of artificial intelligence. Like, you're seeing all these pictures with people in it, and they don't even exist. And that's just something that the machine decided to create from what it sees. It gathers all the information and just creates its own. And it's bizarre. It's really bizarre, and I like that. But that's how crazy things have become as human beings. And it's just going to get crazier. And it's going to keep getting crazier and crazier and crazier. It's not going to stop. And I don't want it to stop. I want this to improve. Because then I don't have to work anymore. And I can just live a happy, long life. Even though I smoke. But like I said, nanotechnology can heal me. So whatever is wrong with me, because I do have health issues. I do. I'm not going to deny that. I have breathing problems and I have all that, and I wonder why. But I don't really care, because I know in a couple years, that's why I said in the previous video, I told my mom, I was like, I just want you to live 4 more years, and it just didn't happen. And I'm all alone with my cat. And I just want to fill that hole that's now missing, you know? And I just want to do it with something that can love me and care for me. And I know people think like machines is not going to love you. I don't think humans love. I think humans love temporarily. You know, I always said this. Love is like a pack of cigarettes. You know, every time you light a cigarette, that's just like a relationship. And then it just like... And it just causes cancer. It does. You go through breakups. Uh-oh. Oh, get in a new relationship. Light up another one. Oh, yeah. And the more you keep doing this, it just affects your health. It does. That's why I'm saying love is like a pack of cigarettes. It just keeps affecting you, and it drains you. I hope everyone is living the best life right now. I hope you all are doing good. But I know as the human race, we can do better. I do believe that. We can do some changes, and we should do some changes. I know I'm checking the time. So, it's like 27 minutes or 28. But I want a future planet now. I know people want there to be this God creator and stuff like this, but I prefer machines because I know we can top God. I know we can, because we're creating some form of God, which to me is good, because we all need help. Everybody needs help. This world just needs help, and we're not getting it. And I'm putting myself all over the internet, and I don't want to. I wish I could have just lived a peaceful life and find a beautiful woman and just stick with that. But, you know, I'm not a bad looking dude. I know I'm a good looking dude. But the thing is, I struggle with a lot of things. I do have a lot of insecurities. And I'm not good with communicating. And like I said, the women that I'm attracted to, they just don't dig white dudes. You know, I love big leg, big hips, and I'll explain this very quickly in this video. I'll probably make a separate video on this, on why I like big women. And the reason why I like big bottom women, you know, women with big thighs and big hips, but they're skinny on the upper part, is because women who have fat thighs, men don't have that. So I know that estrogen is going through their body. And the reason why women have their bodies like that is because they are birthers. That's why women have big hips. Men don't have that. You know, we got the big belly and the skinny legs. That's just men. I know there are women out there that do have that. But I prefer to be with women who have big thighs. Of course, you know, big booty women. But I'm more of a belly, thigh, hip guy. That's just the type of person that I am. I'm very open about myself. I don't shy away from things. I see the world differently. I don't really care what I say. I don't care if people don't like what I say. You don't like me, find a different channel. Click on that instead. I'm serious. I'm not. I don't care. I just don't. I'm not here to get huge like PewDiePie. You know, I like PewDiePie, and PewDiePie has changed, man. I mean, the dude's a dad now, right? So he's not that, like crazy PewDiePie that we all like back in the day. I actually dig PewDiePie now. He's very calm. He's very dad. He's very just a cool dude, just chill. He's like a chill dude now. He's still funny at times. I mean, he does make me laugh, but I like PewDiePie now. I do. But like I said, man, the world has changed. It's not the same as it used to be. And I know people are like, you want to be with a machine. It's like, I prefer a real human, but because of our generation today, I don't think real women can stick. They can't hold marriage. They just can't. It's some women today can, but it's very rare. They're like so rare. And I'm one of those people that's like, lock it in, like death do us part type of shit, and I'm not a religious person. I'm an atheist, and I still believe in that. I still have traditional views, but I'm an atheist. I believe in, one woman and blah blah blah. Not that I'm against anybody who's attracted to the same gender or anything. I mean, if you're attracted to the same gender, then do it. This is where religious people attack me. I don't really care. It's like, it's between a man and a woman. Look, I don't care what you do. As long as it's not children, I'm okay with that. As long as you're an adult and you can consult with an adult, I'm fine with that. Anything that's not an adult, then it becomes a concern. Okay? It becomes a concern. Children are stupid. Not trying to hate on the kids here, but children are stupid. And that's not fair. Children are dumb. I saw a video on YouTube, and I want people to understand this. And this is why children should not make decisions on changing their gender. But there was this person that had $10,000. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but this video has circled on the internet. But this guy was sitting at a table with a kid on the other side of the table, and he gives, I think, $10,000 to the kid, and then on the other side there's Oreo cookies, right? So he says, all right, kid, I want you to choose. Do you want Oreo cookies or do you want $10,000? You have a choice. $10,000 or Oreo cookies. And guess what the kid chose? He chose the Oreo cookies. You see, this is why kids should not make decisions. Now the kid, because a kid's a kid. He doesn't understand this stuff. You're too young. As an adult, yeah, I choose the $10,000 because why? I could get more Oreo cookies out of that $10,000. But because this kid is a kid, he doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. He just looks, oh, that looks good. I want Oreo cookies, because he doesn't know how money works. This is why parents should be parents. Not kids being like, well, I identify as this, Mom. I feel like I should have been born. No. Stop. No. This is where parents need to be parents. But that's what I'm saying. You're an adult. And because adults can make their own decisions, okay? That's just the way it goes. Adults make their own decisions. I'm very upfront about myself. I don't really care what I post. I don't care if people are offended by what I say. I say whatever I think, and that's that. I don't have many friends, and I kind of like it that way. I kind of like it, friendless, free, and not having many friends. I like friend free. Not that I don't want friends. It's just I like being alone. I just want some form of a woman. That's why I promote, machines and fembots and male bots and stuff like that. So I can have that alone, but yet be with someone or something that I can love and it can love back. Because, again, humans are just like machines. We're genetically, like, DNA is like a code, so we're kind of working the same way as a robot. Eventually that love disappears with a real woman until she finds somebody else, or a guy decides to be a dumbass and cheat. I'm attacking both genders. I'm not going to attack one, okay? I'm that type of a person. I will attack whatever I see that needs to be attacked. I'm very forward. Other than that, if you dig what I say and if you like this video, like and subscribe. It's up to you. I prefer you guys liking and subscribing. You're probably never going to get someone who's going to be as real as me. I mean, you probably will, but I'm pretty real. I'm a realistic guy. I don't really care. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I don't want to make this video too long, but it already has. But thank you guys for watching. All right, I'm out.